Matthew, you said it for Kforce. We're going to be talking about what we can do for you. So, the unique challenge for artificial intelligence platform, we'll be talking about those challenges shortly. So, the key for challenge data management challenge, and it's for the challenges data silos. It's going to be organizations struggle with fragmented data spread across the multiple systems and making it difficult for integration and prepared for AI platform. So the key is the data management challenge is data quality. Poor data quality or missing data is inconsistent, and that's on the format and data, and we have to clean it up. So it's pretty hard because we get it's all the training with the business people and the department in AI models. So we need to work with them and partnership them to get that cleaned up. So we'll do that. And another challenge is the data governance. And we have to make sure and ensure that compliance and regulations such as what we call HIPAA and HPAA and GDPR and other local laws. These are critical for us to make sure we are sensitive to all kinds of proprietary privacy data. Scalability is another key challenge for Kforce. Managing the increasing volume. I'm sure Kforce has a huge amount of volume and velocity. So we need to make sure we can manage all these things in a variety of data formats and data sources while ensuring smooth platform performance. It's important to look into these things, reduce those challenges in data management. And I'll help you out with mitigations on that space as well. Next, we have technical integration challenges. At Kforce, we might have a lot of legacy systems, for example. And so we need to look into, what our clients are looking for because they rely a lot on your legacy systems for transactional systems that you have in place. And sometimes these may or may not be compatible with the modern artificial intelligence platform tools and solutions that we're building, that it might require significant overhaul of middleware solutions and costs in that space. Another area of technical integration challenge is APIs. Mhm. APIs and system integration incorporate all the AI platforms with existing systems that you might have. There's a lot of them, but just for example, customer relationship and enterprise resource planning, uh, HR, everything else in there. And then all the workflows that are very complex and very time consuming for us to integrate with. And we have to spend a lot of time with the business and figure out what they need and how we can integrate those more smoothly. And then one of the final technical challenges is cloud-based and on-premise based. Are we going to go hybrid or are we going to go native on-premise? One big support thing is on-premise is more expensive, because you have to pay IT staff full time, but it helps out with AI workloads because you have people local. That's a big plus. Hybrid helps you out by reducing some of the costs on the environment while still maintaining and performance and security in-house. So that's a good mitigated solution that we could employ, and I can help you mitigate that. Okay, and then now we have another one. This is people, like you, me, talent, and experience. Sometimes we all have the experience, sometimes we have gaps. So we're going to talk about the challenge on the gaps. So a skilled workforce is necessary. Many clients and customers, sometimes they lack, the AI experts or the architects that they need to be able to build those kind of designs, work with AI platform, or people who can manage sophisticated AI platforms, which I can help you with. On the underside of that talent and expertise gap is cross-disciplinary knowledge. AI implementations requires collaboration across all the departments, data science, business teams, information technology teams, management, executive management, And if we have a lack of any alignment with, businesses and cross-functional teams and shared understanding, we got some challenges to resolve, mainly people challenges, but that's where we can come into play. So one of the other challenges is the training. That may be a challenge, mainly because it costs a lot of money to train on a platform and to be effective, and it gives them time for them to come up to speed, for implementations and stuff. But we're going to have to figure out how to get that done. So I can help mitigate some of those issues. Then another very important one in on the challenges is cost and resource constraints. Any organization can have high upfront costs. So building AI platforms, it requires a certain amount of investment, certain amount of infrastructure, tools, expertise of people, tool, and training. So that goes up front costs. And then we have to work on the budget prioritization. We may not have all prioritizations in place for our particular AI platform, but clients are going to be looking, how are we going to, how are we going to balance these AI platforms and when our development is in flux. So we need to have some prioritized on the business side and the information side. We need to get all these people working together so we can get those things, smooth. And then finally, infrastructure requirements. AI requires a lot of infrastructure, not necessarily in-house, but you got cloud-based. But the thing is, you got model training, you got high-performance computing resources, and these can be high cost and high caliber for training as well. So we'll have to some of those things. And then we have what we call algorithmic ethical challenges. It's very common in artificial intelligence to have bias in AI models, and so we have to ensure that our models are fair and unbiased as in the data as possible, as much as possible. It's critical because as many industries like finance and healthcare and others, they found it's really costly when you have bias in models. Then there's model interpretability that is important because there's demand for transporting AI models that need to be aligned with the client's needs and also with regulatory requirements and support and make sure that audits are getting access to what they need. And then there's ethical AI usage. Clients have to navigate the ethical implications of artificial intelligence, including data privacy, automation risks, and impact on societies. So those are areas that we also need to work on. And then a couple final ones are operational challenges, uh, deployment complexity. When we transition AI models to from different production systems or from development environments, sometimes that can lead to more issues that we need to solve, which could be, for example, resource allocation, dependency management, um, training, and on deployment, and then monitoring and maintenance. In here, we need to ensure models remain accurate and reliable over time. This does require time and training and retraining mechanisms to make sure they're optimized. And lastly, on the operational is performance optimization, where we have to balance speed and accuracy. We have to balance the utilization of resources and workloads. That often is a challenge. And then there's what we call cultural organizational challenges, adoption resistance. You have to build trust partnerships to transition AI models from whatever development production environment we have. Now we have cultural and organization challenges, and the key to that is adoption resistance. Sometimes we get a resistance. So employees or clients might even resist. So the AI adoption is crucial that we have to include them in adoption, and I know how to do that to figure out the fear of automation and lack of understanding of the AI benefits. And so that's an important thing. Build trust partnerships so they feel comfortable. And then AI strategy is not clear. That's another resistance. If we have clear business goals and strategies, then roadmaps must be disseminated and communicated and collaborated and get all buy-in from everybody so that we all are on the same page. Because AI initiatives struggle if we don't have a clear, target, tangible result with AI strategy and return on investment. Everybody has to see that. And then there's stakeholder alignment, making sure that we have built trust partnerships with all stakeholders and executives to technical staff, and align them on the AI platform's vision, objectives, and targets and expectations. And that mitigation also involves, what we call customer satisfaction mitigations and stuff like that. So that concludes, and basically, I'm just going to summarize on the key strategies to address these challenges. One is we take a phased implementation approach. Start small with pilot programs, projects on AI, and demonstrate the value of AI before we scale these platforms and bring them out to a larger base. We look at doing strategy, make sure that we develop clear protocols and data collections and governance and data quality assurance and get all players involved.